Frank Starling law. Did I just give you like a smidge of PTSD from nursing school? Okay, but seriously, what is the Frank Starling law? Why is it important? And like, what does that even mean? So the Frank Starling law essentially means that in your left ventricle, the more fluid in your left ventricle, the bigger that left ventricle is going to be, equating to more stretch, which means the more forceful the contraction is going to be of that left ventricle, equating to a higher systolic blood pressure. That is confusing. Let me break it down. I'm going to show you with a little balloon an example of what this means. Okay, let's pretend that this balloon is your patient's left ventricle and there's a little bit of water in there. As you can see, the balloon isn't stretched that much because there's not much volume in it. And when I release it, the water kind of comes out, but not with a lot of force. But now let's say your patient's left ventricle has a lot more fluid in it and you can see the balloon has stretched a lot more. And when I release this, the contraction is a lot bigger. So as you can see, the more volume in the balloon gave me a bigger stretch in the balloon, which gave me a bigger forceful contraction of the balloon. So if you apply this to your patient's left ventricle, the more volume in the left ventricle is going to stretch that ventricle out more, causing a bigger forceful contraction, therefore giving you a higher systolic blood pressure. I teach all of this and so much more in my Critical Thinking Crash Course, which is going to launch at some point in August. So go make sure you're following me and subscribe to my email list if you are interested in learning more.